And
Hello, welcome back to Discussions with 10. So y'all know what it is. I'm happy for y'all to join me today. So, jump right in with a quote, affirmation that I wrote. What if all the things that hurt me was preparing me? It was preparation. So with that, y'all, for today, definitely was a hurt day. And I definitely had to prepare myself and speak nothing but positive vibes, positive words, great affirmations over myself to be here today because y'all really want to cancel. But God is good. God is great. I'm here. I'm in the building. We had a few different stagnation things going on, but it's up and running. And on top of that, I just want to say like every day you gotta push yourself every day. I don't care what it is, what type of incident may be going on. You have to prepare yourself. You have to motivate yourself because nobody else will. Nobody else will. And on top of that, we had a few different delays. Our special guest, honestly, our special guest is really now the main event for the night. You know what I'm saying? The main event. I'm trying to get set up still here. My bad, y'all. My bad. Um, but welcome, welcome,
Thanks
welcome.
for having me.
Oh, no problem. We got Maul in the building, and we about to get to it. As soon as I can get this live up again. Let's see. Okay, as soon as I can get this live up. Hey, so we cracking, and with this gentleman, he's so sweet and soft spoken. So sweet and soft spoken. I met him at church at New Life Family. Shout out to y'all, Pastor Wilton. Shout out to y'all. New Life in the building. But yeah, he always been a sweet, soft spoken person, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself a little bit more, and then we'll go from there.
How doing? My name Jamal. I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm a engineer. I got a lot of things about me. I'm 33 years old.
Okay.
Engineer, and now turning into an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear.
So yeah, I went to school. Went to Wayne State uh, for mechanical engineering
Okay.
and technologies. I also went to Lawrence Tech.
Okay.
Graduated. Worked for a minute. Been out of a job for a minute, and then that's what kind of like led into the like being an entrepreneur and just trying to make my own way. I ain't like the way. I ain't like nobody telling me they can like tell me I can't work no more, make no more money, pretty much. So it's like I don't want to be in that position.
Hey, listen, I totally
I'll be
understand.
my own boss.
Hey,
So
and now we
and
here.
now we here.
That's what I'm talking about. Boss moves only. Boss moves only. You gotta make a better way for yourself, regardless. So that just shows you right then and there. And I don't know if y'all have literally been staying up in tune with discussions with 10 over these last few weeks, but everybody's story been the same. Everybody's story has literally been the same. Of pretty much this pandemic took over. A lot of people basically had to turn themselves into their own entrepreneur. And that's a to me that's motivation. That's motivation. Even with me being here right now was a whole blessing in disguise, literally. So being an entrepreneur, you gotta keep yourself motivated. I know it's probably been times that you like, oh, I want to throw in the towel. I'm ready to give up. I'm ready to just listen, just I try again, but you gotta keep trying, keep trying. Never want to give up on yourself. I'm telling you because today was honestly that day for me. But I had to keep speaking affirmations over myself. I had to keep saying like, "T, you got this." Ain't no cancellation because things don't get canceled. We make it better. You make it work. Y'all don't care which way you gotta figure it out, but you gonna make it work. I literally been at the doctor and a physical therapist all day today. I instantly was bending over on my way to work and ripped and tore a vessel in my back. So I guess because it's healing, it's hurting even more. So that's why this affirmation today made nothing but sense to me. And I'm going to read it again. What if all the things that hurt me was preparing me? It was all preparation.
No, that's right.
So literally going through the hurting seasons and knowing that the healing seasons hurt as much as the hurting seasons, because you got to heal through it. And with the process of my back healing is really irritating. But now I just know sometimes, and I even feel like I feel like T Grizzly would say, they praying on my downfall. I don't know who praying on my downfall, but I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere. I just feel like, whatever is happening, it's happening for what God got is set to do. You get what I'm saying? So anything that I know he got set for it to do is going to make sense later, but I don't understand right now. But it's all going to work together for the good. So I'm telling y'all, once again, motivate yourself. You have to stay motivated. You have to stay equipped with everything that you got focused on. If any distractions come, you got to keep moving. You got to keep going. Anything that's just not positive, you got to turn it into a positive. You got to find a positive out of it, because you got to feel like somebody going through worse than you. So I got to keep going. I got to keep making it. So here we are. I'm glad. Listen,
it's hard to do it.
It is, but we gonna get it done today. I'm telling you. So I just want to say thank y'all for joining in again and taking time out to even listen to Discussions with T and watching me on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. But we just gonna talk a little bit. I just love to freestyle talk, see what's on people's mind, get a good feeling. And I think one of the things that's really been in my spirit, and I've seen a little bit of it on Instagram, because I really don't watch the news much. I don't, because it's very disturbing. It disturbs my peace from time to time. So I try to stay away from the news, might catch up a little bit on Crime in the D or anything on that settings and on the news on Instagram. So here in Detroit, they said the guy got killed, 21 years old, downtown, leaving from the club. And it's to me like, to be in the city of Detroit, everybody, we got this perspective that we're one of the worst places to be ever. And I don't say that we are, but it's like, I even question myself now.
Right.
You can't go everywhere.
I don't think it is, though. It's crime everywhere.
It is.
So, so you can't be like, it's the worst. I mean, it's places that's worse than others, of course. Right. But it's like I've had people ask me, like people not from Detroit, because I've been around, like Asians or something who had never been in Detroit. Mm-hmm. It'd be like, I heard like you can't be at a gas station without, getting killed or whatever. Like you just gotta know where where you're going. Yeah, and you use certain survival skills, I guess, the like to move accordingly. Right. But it's bad out here. It's definitely bad.
It is. But if you make it home, it's a blessing. Yeah. And that's how I look at it. I don't really go out as much or, be around different crowds or do different things pretty much no more. I'm so low key, and then just being in an environment, the COVID out here is real. So I try to stay my distance now. I may ride through downtown. Actually, I think maybe a week or two ago was my first time riding through downtown at nighttime. And when I tell you, it was wall to wall, packed on each other traffic. I was in traffic for an hour and a half. I'm thinking I'm maneuvering around one way to get to another way. The police got every area blocked off. Like, oh my God, I can't even go this way. Then you go this way, you got to turn another way. You go this way, you got to turn another way. So I'm like, oh my God, what is going on down here? So I loop around and get right on the side of like in the midst of 36th District and Frank Murphy. And I mean, the traffic was just like stand still. I couldn't go nowhere. I literally was looking at my phone and I could feel it about to fall, and I done fell asleep. So the guy next to me, he looked over at me and just bust out laughing, because I don't even know how long I've been sitting in traffic.
Yeah,
it was past my bedtime.
What was going on?
I think
It's
this
like
was
some
the
party or
first
whatever.
day they really was uplifting a lot of different rules here, and people were just outside. They was like, we outside.
People been ignoring it anyway.
Well, like I said, that was my
Yeah.
first time. Literally, when I go downtown, I go in the early part of the day. I'm out there when the old folks or people with little babies and they want to go out and just enjoy themselves. That's when I'm downtown and walking the river walk or just taking my little stroll through. So I haven't been downtown at nighttime like that in a long time, and it just threw me off, and I'm like, oh my God, we can't go nowhere. So I end up literally cutting through one of the parking lots, and I looped around, jumped on 75. I'm thinking I'm out to clear. There's traffic there. I'm like, oh my God, Lord, what is going on? What is going?
They don't care no more.
It was an accident.
Oh, it was an accident.
It was an accident. So once we got around that, I was good. I shot through and kept it on moving, made it home, and I was like, Lord, thank you. These days you have to honestly be grateful to make it back home. So I don't know. That's
I don't
just
go out like that. Like I really don't go out. Like a lot of people think I go out because I be hanging with Biz or whatever, but like I don't really go out like that. Like he forced me to come out, so I've been a homebody person before this pandemic and everything.
You can tell.
So
you can tell.
I be chilling.
you can tell that's your home.
I pop out, whatever, have fun. But yeah, I stay home quick.
Listen, I'm all about the crib. Cause I do so much in one day. I be mentally drained. By 8, I'm like a little kid. At 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm in the bed. Phone is on do not disturb. Please do not disturb my peace. As soon as I really get home, I turn my phone on do not disturb. I don't like people to interrupt my peace when I'm at home. That's my sacred place, literally. So that's why I do a lot of relaxing, chilling, work get done and stuff like that. So that's me time. At first, I used to go to the gym good, and that was my me time. But literally, just being at home now is my me time because I work so much. I'm always doing something. My hands is in like 50 million things, and it's like I need me some quiet time.
Working for rest, quietness.
Listen, and that motto they say,
relaxation.
Who sleep and you? What they say? Well, I don't forgot the motto. If you sleep, you can't make nothing happen, or if you gotta get your rest.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, some foolish mess. Cause I'm not for that. Yeah,
like,
so
I get up early.
Okay.
Like I'm a early person. Like all my jobs that I had jobs on, like they 6 o'clock in the morning. Like so I've been an early person. So now my body it just wake up. So
me 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. But like I like it because it's like you said, it'd be quiet though too. And I live with like my brothers and stuff. So like when people start waking up, you can't really do what you want to do. Like you want to concentrate or just like meditate, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Like you can't do it, so waking up early, it helps. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, get you your long time. Yes, I definitely understand. But listen, speaking about Vez, listen, I'm gonna throw this thing out here. You owe up, bro. You owe up. Double.
Triple.
Bro. No, for real. So he's in Vegas enjoying himself. Shout out to Vegas. And I guess that, as they say, the motto, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I guess he's staying in Vegas. I don't know. He said he might be on his way, have a little faith in him. So we'll see how this pan out and where it goes. But bro definitely owed up. So listen, this is what I got for you, Spez. Or Vez or Ill Willis or whomever you are. I hope you're watching. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He'll see it very soon. So what I'm trying to do is every month, I already give back to the community with feeding the less fortunate. I don't call them homeless because a lot of people not homeless. A lot of people just don't have at that time. Mm-hmm. So I'm always giving back to the community. And what I plan on doing now, I have one of my homeboys has a food truck. And pretty much I threw him out an offer if I buy all the food, would he help me, cook it? Because we usually have to cook the food, prep it, take it to the place, and pass it out. If I buy the food, if he didn't mind cooking it, and once we run out, we run out. But each area, once a month, we'll go somewhere different. And because everybody always thinks just downtown, but it's not just downtown, it's Southwest. It's your local neighborhood, like me, Linwood, Dexter area. So I pull up over there, and once the food is gone, it's gone. So he planned on, he said, see, whatever you do, whenever you ready. So Shabazz, you owe up. I need a donation. So anybody else that want to donate, you can go right to my website. It's helpful, SOLS.com. No, .org. I changed it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's .org again. Um, so it's helpful souls, SOLS.org. You can make a donation there. You can cash at me, $ Tanisha, that's TENESHA Davis, or you got Zelle, Apple Pay. You can. I got it all. I got it all. It's either my name or you can hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, A Living Testimony, Tanisha Davis. Hit me up. We can work something out, put something together. But definitely he owe up, especially
triple. He owe triple pretty much, right?
He does, because you was a special guest to basically get out here what's going on. But I appreciate you even being here. You fell through at the right time, at the right place again for my fundraiser that I had, my very first fundraiser. We had downtown for the youth, Helpful Souls, and it was phenomenal. I thought it was. What did you think?
I liked it. I enjoyed myself.
That's what's up. You was one of the hosts, and y'all rocked the party. I mean, Vez did his thing. Yeah, he gonna definitely do what he do. You was you did your part. Y'all had y'all other guy there too. What's his name? Troy. Shout out to Troy. And they did their rapping thing. You a rapper too from time to time.
You know, I'm doing a lot of stuff. I make beats, rap.
Okay.
You know, make T-shirts. I'm a printing company. I'm starting up.
That's black. That's what I want to talk about. So before we even get too far up into that, I did want to pan out, ask you, a few different things, because with discussions with Tim, what I try to do is hear people a little of their story. So like you was going into saying that, you used to work for a company, you're an engineer, then a pandemic happened and life happens and things happen.
Actually, it was life. It wasn't even a pandemic.
Okay.
I lost. So I graduated. I started working for a company as an applications engineer.
Okay.
I worked there for like three and a half years.
Okay.
Something like that. They just decided to get rid of me. And I look back at it, it was stuff that I was doing that, that kind of raised a brow, I guess, for them to look at me and be like, do we really want them here? Because they were kind of questioning me, like, that I feel like I was invested into the company,
okay,
and stuff like that. So that's how but they ended up terminating me or whatever. So that was like 2018. So this was before the pandemic.
Okay.
But going to when you say your pain season, my pain was just leaving, just losing the job. I went through school for so long, to work, to get to a certain point, and then it's like I'm getting there, and then it got taken away from me. Then you start losing all the stuff I was, you gain, and it's like, dang, why is this happening to me? So it was like. That was my pain. It was just I can't let that. I'm not letting that happen no more. I was making good money. I had a company car, company phone,
okay,
everything, gas card. I was,
So now,
so
pretty much now you turned your pain into purpose. So what do you feel like? How did you overcome all of that?
Through prayer, really. Just going to church. I really started. Really trying to understand it for myself, what I'm saying? I went to church, I started going to church with Biz, and he invited me.
Okay.
And I went to church, I've been to church, my mom pulled me into church when I was a little kid, but I never went to church for myself.
Okay.
So, when he invited me, I'm like, yeah, check it out, And I ended up liking, Pastor Weldon, great pastor,
Yes.
He just he hit you with them lines, Say
they be meant right for you.
Right, what I'm saying? So it just stuck with me. So I just, I went for myself. You know,
Mhm.
I didn't go because Viz dragged me anymore. You know,
Right, right.
it was me going because.
You was showing up by yourself.
Right, exactly.
That's what's
You
up.
know, so just going through like learning how to pray, you
Okay.
know, and just talking to people, having good friends around me. That's what got me through.
Okay.
Like because it was like depressing.
All right, listen,
You know
I
what I'm
definitely
saying?
understand.
You get addicted, you lose your car. Like I got an accident, lost my car. You know,
Wow.
totaled it, can't get it back. You know, so I lost a job, car, home. You know, all of that within like a year or so. So it was just like hitting me like, dang.
But all of that pain turned to your
Turned
purpose.
into me to like really like thinking like, well, what do I want to do? Like I know I got the engineering skill, and that's what I went to school for. But it's like maybe start thinking like maybe it ain't for me. You know, like, I know I went through it, but like I lost it, and you know while I'm going through unemployment, trying to look for other engineering jobs and not getting them. You know, it was just like, dang, I went through all this. I got degrees and all this.
And can't use them,
You know,
right?
accolades. And ain't nobody even picking me either. Like,
right.
so it's like, yeah, I gotta find something like maybe it's meant for me to do something different. So that's when I started looking, like really paying attention to what I like doing,
Okay.
you know, my hobbies. You know, just went from there. It went like I said, rapping, making music. When we was rapping, we was making T-shirts, and I ended up getting all of the equipment.
Okay.
You know, so the heat press and all that stuff. So I started learning that. I like it, you know. So it's like
So I got me a whole nother person that's gonna make me some shirts.
I got you.
Listen, that was your whole cue. I got it. I felt it. So I need some shirts made myself.
Black Icon. And,
okay.
I got my print company called Print 'em All. Okay. So actually, I'm actually trying to do a pop up shop on Saturday with some people. Okay. So
cool. You got the flyer or the information, and I can share it.
It's a digital flyer, so I send it to you when I get the digital flyer.
Okay, cool. Where is it gonna be at?
I got it.
You gotta look. Well, shout out to Black Icon, y'all. Look, he brought me in a shirt. It is one of my. Yellow is a happy place for me, y'all. So I'm glad because he asked me, what color you want? Red, blue, or yellow? I'm like, I don't know. You could pick, but yellow, red, or blue. He said, you just said each one. But yeah, I'm happy he went with the yellow. Yellow is my happy place. So I'm excited about this, and I can't wait to wear it. Cool. I'm listening, y'all. Be a host and do this, all type of stuff. People bring you all type of goodies. I appreciate it. So shout out to Black Icon. You got an Instagram or Facebook that you want people to know about?
The Black Icon is Black Icon Clothing, and on my Instagram name.
Okay.
The Instagram for my pressing company, Print 'em All, is PRINTEMMALL.
Okay.
So y'all my Instagram, Molly Mitch.
Okay.
MALLY.
So follow Maul, y'all, because he's doing some big things here, and I definitely got to support. I love supporting our black owned people, our black entrepreneurs, small business owners, all of that. I just love to do it. So yeah, definitely we gotta keep our own dollar circulating. Exactly. You have to, because everybody else they got it. A lot of them they already got it or getting it or whatever.
Every other culture do it. That, you know, they keep they dollar circulating and they own culture. Yes,
and that's a lot of them too, because even with their family size and types, a lot of them don't leave home until they get married. So all of them is staying in one house, putting all together their income, making it work. Whereas all of us, our culture,
about 18,
think we grown and things happen, life happens, and we just keep it moving. But I just feel like within your pain, that always creates your purpose. And like you were saying about church, I was invited too by my god sister Galen, and I didn't even want to go. I had just got off work, and she was like, "T, come on, this will be my birthday gift from you to me." I'm like, Now that you don't put it that way, I didn't have any extra clothes, and knowing that I was literally right up the street from the church, I'm like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and just go. So I end up going, and pastor didn't preach for 2 weeks when I went on a Wednesday. He didn't preach. I went on Wednesday night.
When we was at the cathedral? Or Northwestern?
Cathedral.
Cathedral.
I was in the cathedral slash on the east side at the main location.
I've been there like a few times, but I came more like cathedral time.
Oh, okay. So I got there, and the guys that literally was up there preaching had preached my life in 2 weeks, and nobody knew this but me. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, what? They don't know me. These guys literally just told my story, and they didn't piggyback off of knowing each other that I know of. They both just start picking up on different scriptures and reading it and putting it all together, and that was literally like my life that I was going through at the time, and I'm like, okay, Jesus, I don't know what you're doing. And I was a member already from the church that I was started off at when I was like 13 years old. So I've been there for a while. I'm like almost 30, and I'm about to change churches. I'm like, okay, well, let's go. Let's see what this all works. Then when Pastor got up there and started preaching, he literally summed it all up what these guys are just literally preaching about, and he wrapped up the rest of my life. But he spoke so much life into me. I don't think he ever knew that. He always said, "T, I'm so proud of you." He didn't know what that did to me. That literally was like motivation, and he didn't know it. So each part of that time of knowing that these guys don't know nothing about me, don't know whose story they telling, they was literally telling my story within them 2 months, 2 weeks to a month that I was born there, and it just made me feel so good. The people was good at the time, and it was just like a great spirit to be around a lot of young people that really love the Lord, and to see that was so different to me because I'm used to always going to church where it's always the older people. Then you got to come dressed up and all this. It was come as you literally are. You could come in there with your jeans, gym shoes, my hat on to the back. Today was like a kicky day for me, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So I just want to say, sometimes you never know what circumstances you have to go through to get to where you need to be. So that literally, your pain created your purpose. And I like this black icon. So do you have a meaning for what it stands for?
Well, like, so like originally how it came out, I was actually trying to come up with a whole different name. I was talking to my brother about, just coming up. I had a whole nother different, I guess, vision for it. Really, I had a whole nother name, complete different name. But what I wanted to do was, I wanted to bring pictures of like black icons. So I said it out loud, and it was just like the name just was like, that's sweet.
Okay.
Like, black icon. I was just saying, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this picture like Jay-Z or something. I want to put black icons on the shirts.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, so it was just like, wait, black icon. That name just sounds good. So I'm like, that sounds way better. It's that's not by accident.
Okay.
Why I said it. So, but when I'm looking into it, then the black, of course, black people are culture, and then icon is just a symbol, which representation.
Okay.
And being a black, iconic is just like it's for the culture.
It's for the culture. And I love that you said that too, because I got a whole thing in my magazine that's called For the Culture. So I definitely gonna have to put black iconic in there. Black icon, I should say. For the iconic people, because listen, we on the movement. I'm proud. I'm proud of you. Keep it going. Make that vision. Write it down. Make it plain. So you definitely got to keep going with it. Make your colors. Listen, because this is my happy color. I love this yellow. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So shout out to you. And I just want to say too that we do still have sponsorships and advertising available. So if you want to know more about that, please reach out to me, A Living Testimony on Instagram, and Tanisha, A Living Testimony Davis. On top of that, I think I asked that. So pretty much too, in which Vez, listen, I can't wait. I keep going back to Vez, y'all, because Vez, he owe up. He owe up. He owe up. But I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you're here to, to make your own mark, And that's all what it's about. Sometimes you gotta do that different networking on your own. You gotta get out here, you gotta touch hands, you gotta see what you can see and meet who you can meet. Like literally them guys that was in here earlier, I should have really introduced you. That's my bad. I'm telling you, it's been a long day. Pray for me, don't pray on me. But I should say I'm gonna introduce you to them if they still here. Them some great guys. They do a lot.
I recognize.
They do a lot out here. Oh, Carter. Okay, Carter. Okay, yeah. He said he hangs with Mel and them. Yep. JT. Shout out to JT and Brian. Grind B. Grind like B. That's my business partner. Shout out to you, Brian. So yeah. So upcoming things that I got going on. Y'all, are y'all ready? June 25th. It's signed and marked. It's marked, it's signed, it's dated. June 25th from 6 to 8 will be my book signing. I'm ecstatic. My books, literally, I got an email today saying that they will be sent out tomorrow. So I hope they're at my doorstep tomorrow so I can get these people their books because they've been on my head, neck, and back. Listen, you can either go to TanishaDavis.com or you can wait to June 25th from 6 to 8. Book sign. It's all right there. I ain't doing nothing besides that. Ain't no special treatments. You should have pre-ordered. I'm telling you, I'm hand delivering. I'm going to reach out to the people first, see how they want it done, because they pre-ordered back in March, but COVID kicked in my life. Life happened in my life. Things happened, but we got it. Listen, work for the good. So I'm excited, and I would love to see my people. I would love to see you out there. Maybe I could put something together. Y'all probably could do a little rap show up. Something. I don't know. Y'all have to do me a little shout out or something. I don't know. We'll see how we're going to put it together. Yeah, see, that's what I'm about. I like to, expose people and put them all together because you never know who's going to be there. Right. I know a lot of people. June 25th, 6 to 8 at 24444 West 7 Mile at the CJ Center. That's where it's going to be located at. Yeah. I'm definitely going to send out the flyer. It'll be posted on my website. I'll probably post it tomorrow or something. Just because I know hopefully the books should be there. And I want the people, got y'all books. I'm about to bring them to y'all. And that's it. So I'm excited. So what's next?
More shirts.
Okay.
More, just trying to, just market myself. Learning the market.
Okay.
It's not my expertise. Like, I'm engineering. Like, I could make stuff.
Okay.
I could create stuff. I could be creative and everything, but marketing stuff is just, so I'll be trying to teach myself everything.
You have to
learn whatever I can learn, and do as much as I can, but then eventually you need help.
Definitely need help. Listen.
That's what I've really been learning.
And it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask. And that's, a lot of people take pride into don't want to ask. But I had to learn that for myself as well because I can wear myself so thin. Sorry, excuse me. I can wear myself so thin, and then it's like, it's people out here. They do this. Pay somebody. But there's a lot of stuff that I know I can do on my own, and I'd rather just pay them. But it's like I don't never really do much at a time. But I'm working on more time management to learn it, get it done on myself, and to save money. Because once I do it myself, I'm saving money. Then I have to keep paying a person to make a flyer or make a this or make a shirt. But maybe with you, I love to support my people. So that's another thing, But it's people out here that do it. So you definitely want the help if you need it. One of the guests a few weeks ago, I think her name was Nefertiti. She does great with helping people run their business. The one that she used to go to church with us too, Kaylin, she does great. Okay. Kaylin, she does great with social media and for marketing. I can send you over her links and stuff, especially on Instagram. and they do great work. They do great work. So yeah, shout out to them, and shout out to anybody else that's out here that's putting in they work to work with somebody else or help somebody else's vision. You know, so that's always a plus.
And ultimately, that's what I see myself doing with the Black Icon brand too. Is just just shedding light to everybody else that I feel like is doing something, or like have a positive vibe, that positive, motivation. People. There's a lot of people doing stuff in the city.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know about it, but they doing good stuff. Like you said, you're getting ready to with the food thing, like
Yes,
stuff like that need to be shown because, like you said, on the news it just be all negative, all stuff that you don't want to
witness.
Yeah,
it seems like they don't never come out for the good stuff. You get what I'm saying? Unless it's just like it got to be a well-known celebrity. Like, listen, this is what I do. I thrive off of that. That's literally like my passion. I love giving back to my community, especially those that don't have it at the time. You know, so it's like because I've been there. I've been when I didn't have much, but if people didn't know it, I may always make it look good. And it's like I never really asked for handouts, but if I did, just know I really needed it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody need help. And I had to learn that because I was always taught that like Tisha, you always so good that you don't want to ask or get help from people. It's okay, you know. And I'm like, you're right. It is okay. You know, everybody needs help because you will never make it in this world alone. So everybody needs help, and that's where I get to it. Is no I in team. Right. You know, so you got to come together. It takes more than one person to make your vision, make anything happen or work. As they say, it's in the Bible. Two or more come together on the same agreement. Listen, hey, gotta have two or more. So listen.
That's why I appreciate this too. Cause he help, man. And sometimes, like sometimes you need somebody who don't even need you to ask. Just know that you need some help, or yes. Like, they'll offer it to you. Yes. Like leave people around like that.
And Chavez is definitely one of those people, and he don't care for recognition or none of that. He just loves to support whatever he can do at the time. Even if he come to you, what you need help with, what you need done. And it's crazy because when I met him at church, I used to just always see him being silly. This boy used to take my phone.
So silly.
Definitely would take my phone and would shoot over 100 pictures in my phone. And I'm looking at it like, so how did he even have a chance to do all of this? He done stole my phone while I'm in my prayer mood or whatever. And he just snapping pictures of himself or the people sitting next to him. And it's like, bruh. So why do y'all take people's phones? And y'all just playing and just taking selfies.
It's funny.
So
we just silly.
Oh God, yes. So that's how I met him, and he used to literally like, boy, I don't play with people, kids. What are you doing? He just bust out laughing, like, put a smile on your face. This is to make you smile. So it was always cool, and from there we grew the greatest. I call him my bro all the time. He's Sudsy, big Sus.
He was trying to get on live.
Who? Then. Oh, he did. Let's see. Let's add him in here. Yeah, he all up. Where he at? Chavez. Is he on here? I ain't never did this. Let's see. Wait, one moment, some people. Wait, I'm all mumbling and everything. One moment. Chavez, where you at? Come on back in here. But yeah, so if he come on back, I'm gonna try to bring him in. But yeah, Chavez, up. Just know that. Text him, call him back, tell him to try it again. So he gonna join us on Instagram, y'all, cause Chavez, listen, he up. He up. He over there in Vegas enjoying and having a ball, and we here in Detroit is unable to join. Yeah, he said he was landing around this time, and I don't know how to do it. It ain't coming up. He said he was unable to join, so we'll see if he pop back on. But He's a sweetheart, though. I have to give him this one, but he go up. Just know that. Trip. So I'm wait a few more minutes because I always try to do my little end parts around this time. So I don't know what else you got going on. You got any? You know, I hate when people even ask me.
That affirmation one more time.
You want the affirmation one more time? Listen. So my affirmation: what if all the things that hurt me was preparing me? It was preparation.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
So even in my book,
trying to get into the affirmations myself, and just
write you one. It's a great motivation. Please write you one. In my book, at the end of my book, I have a lot of different quotes, pretty much that I say, I wrote, or the ones that I've used from someone else that really helped me. Um, and it's a great tool because, like I said, nobody else in this world is gonna really go hard for you but you. And I had to learn that the hard way, literally. And I had to say, T, listen, you can't give up on yourself. You have to keep going. You have to keep fighting. If you give up on yourself, that's it. That's it. Because you supposed to be out here helping and motivating and putting in tools for other people. Um, but if you stop, if you give up, what is the next person gonna have to go off of?
right.
Because somebody always needs somebody else. And sometimes, like with me, it's always
Sometimes
a
you don't
song.
even know you're doing it for
Somebody
Like
else.
you said with Pastor. You didn't know what the simple proud of you
Proud
was
of you,
doing
T.
for you.
And he didn't even know what type of space I was in. I was in a space where I was losing both of my grandparents at the same time, pretty much. And that's always a soft spot for me. So I hope I don't shed a tear. But my grandparents is literally was my everything. Um, so to see both of them to start transitioning, I was in a deep, dark, depressed place, especially when I was at church. Um, I used to go from church to their house, take care of them, or if they was at the hospital, I'm in there with them pretty much all night. Sometimes I didn't go home. So to see that, it was always it took me down. And my granddaddy used to always try to prepare me for that. And he's like, we all gonna leave this world one day. And it's like, I don't want to hear that right now. My bad. I don't want to hear that right now. Like, no, no, no. But honestly, my uncle was killed crossing the street on Davidson. And after that happened, it literally broke both of my grandparents down, especially my granddad. He quit eating and everything. So everybody used to call me like, Tanisha, come up here and feed your granddaddy today. He ain't eating again. So come up here and feed him. So I'm stopping what I'm doing to go feed him to make sure he took a bite of jello or whatever. And people didn't know, like, you never know what somebody else is going through. And that's how I always pretty much end too. So I ain't gonna get there yet. But you never know what other people are literally going through. And to give a smile, a great word, a hug, you don't never know what that does. So to literally go to church, and sometimes I used to have to prepare myself hours before church started, and I had to get in my prayer mode, and I had to get into just finding my own sacred peace. It made it better. But when I got there, it all was worth that struggle of getting out of my bed to put on my clothes to get there. So be nice, y'all. Y'all gotta be nice to people. I don't care if smile through your mask. We gotta wear these masks. Smile through your mask, man. Give Tell somebody their hair look nice, or their haircut is fly or something, or their shoes is dope or something. You never know what space is somebody in at that moment. And as much as death going on, you don't know who's sick at the time, or what if they taking care of somebody, or if they don't have something or they sales at the moment. It's like you gotta motivate people. You have to keep it going. Like just uplift the next person. You have to. Like you should every day.
Small gesture.
The small gestures, small, the smallest ones. Like you will never know where that might take somebody else. So I try to be kind, and I don't, and it's crazy because I don't even talk as much. I'm like people. I just look at people, and people always like, "Why are you just looking?" But I don't even talk as much. That's the crazy thing. How I got a show going and everything else. Like I just talk all day, but no, I love a good conversation. But just to be talk, I just don't be talking. I'm the cool laid back, like you said. I'm the vibe. I'm the vibe. But Chavez didn't kick in, so I don't know what's going on. And just there, just know you owe up, bro. You owe up.
Roll up triple.
Oh, up. We got to get out here. I might have you on a food truck too, serving, cooking, and serving the public since you played me on the night, but it's all love. It all worked out for the best because I get to now know a little bit about more that I don't be knowing about because he's so quiet, y'all. He is so quiet, but he's so sweet.
I'm quiet. I'm really not. Well, I'm like
around certain people.
Yeah.
Say that then. We're gonna say that. You around certain people, you don't say much, but
more of an introvert, I guess.
Okay.
But like I'm silly. Like I'm silly.
I
just
get that
to myself. I like to stay to myself. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a lot of personality.
That's what's up.
Certain people.
That's what's up. But nah. So you already know we about to get ready to close this thing down. I appreciate each and every one that came on tonight. The ones that's gonna go back and watch, the ones that's gonna even go back and listen on all audio platforms. I'm on like 10 different platforms. So check me out somewhere on there. Also Radio. Shout out to y'all. Spotify. We on iTunes, Apple, Google Play. We on everything. So discussions with 10, y'all. You never know who's coming next. But next week, listen. And I got some special. Listen, and they better come. They know. Oh, I got my bro. That's my bro for sure. Lock. Motor City Lock. I don't want to know if I want to spoil the special guest or not. But he got 2 upcoming new singer and a rapper. And one of the rappers is very, very well known here in the city. Him and his brother. So they coming next week. I don't know if I want to put it out there. Maybe I might. Because it might be a few of them, though. I told them all to come. So we might have Hydro. We might have Nino coming. I don't know if Chef gonna come in the building. Miss Mia Simone. Shout out to y'all. So they supposed to be here next week. I know that's gonna be an interesting show, as well as one of the sidekicks, J Mo. I call him Fulio. But yes, bless his heart. So that's for next week's show, June the 8th, next Tuesday. I'm excited already. But just know, y'all, stay prayed up, stay focused. Do not ever give up on yourself. Motivate yourself daily, throughout the day, all day. I don't care what it is. Sometimes I'll be looking at people and praying. I'll be praying not only for myself, but for them or for whatever. And it's just like, you will never know. And smile. Give up an encouraging word, a gesture, a small gesture with smile through the mask. You already know it.
Until like July 1st? That's when you can take your
no, keep it on after July 1st. This is the most that I even take my mask off. So pray you good, because I'm straight. Okay, perfect. Keep the mask on, y'all. After July, don't take them off. And that's about it, y'all. Y'all just never know what somebody else going through. Be kind, be nice, live life, say a prayer, and stay focused. What you got for them?
Stay iconic. Be an icon. Stand for what you believe in. That's what I'm trying to live my life like.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of the like through my years of like going through the unemployment and just not having a job and trying to find money, doing little stuff to get money, it's just like I learned a lot about myself. Mm-hmm. And
it'll humble you real quick. Yeah. Real quick. Listen. Real quick. So you have to. So I think that's all we got here. I usually end up to asking people if you can tell your younger self something, what would you say?
Me, I would tell myself, my younger self, don't worry about what you think everybody else think about what your idea. Like that's one thing I would like just coming up with ideas. You kind of trick yourself out of being believing in yourself for real. You like some people might not like this or whatever, but it really don't matter. Like as long as you believe in it, that's all that really matters. You can make people believe in what you believe in for real. So I tell my younger self to just don't worry about what people gonna say. Okay, like, don't overthink it. Do what you do. Do what you feel like it. Do what you feel like you can do. Stay true to yourself. That's it.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. And it's not even that because I say this too often. Like you said, don't give up on yourself. You make other people believe in you. My motto is too that I go by. People only mess with you if you own or if you gone. So if you own and you up top, everybody know you. They want to mess with you. They want to be in attendance. Or if you dead and gone, they knew you. You was your cousin, bro, niece, uncle, nephew, whatever. Harry, everybody got a picture. All this like, bro, stop. But no, literally, if you ain't on or gone, people don't mess with you. But you gotta keep staying in that race. You stay in that track. You stay focused in that center line. It all prevails.
Stay consistent.
Consistency is at the top list. So definitely, stay focused. Stay true to yourself, and it all fall in line. So thank you for coming here to discuss with none other 10. Appreciate you.
Discussion with 10.
So y'all have a great and blessed day. Stay focused. We out.